Alright everyone, welcome back again to more Steins Gate. We're still following through on the whole Lukako route, and if anything, her chapter is pretty tragic, or it's just full of a lot of heartrending scenarios as well as like a lot of drama. But if anything guys, we're going to continue on from there, so I hope you all continue to enjoy. Thank you again for all love and support. Let's carry on. Alright everyone, welcome back.
そしたら次の冬のコミまでいいからコスプレしてくれないかな。
どうだろうな。
そうなってくれるといいな。ねえねえ、本当に今日ルカちゃんを連れてきてくれる？
ああ。
オカリンもマユシーの作ったコス見に来てくれる？
そういうことになる。
本当に2人に来てもらえるならね、とっても嬉しいよ。
Mayuri packed our costumes into the suitcase.
じゃあもう行かなきゃ。絶対来てね。ずっと待ってるからね。今日だけじゃなくて明日も来たいって思うように頑張って案内するから。
I could hear my teeth grinding. I knew that whether Mayuri would get to see tomorrow depended entirely on my actions. If this day had gone as planned, my status as Lukako's temporary boyfriend would have come to a close. Lukako would have gone back to being a guy. Mayuri would survive the night. She would go to Komima tomorrow without a care in the world.
オカリン、どうかした？
Mayuri looked at me quizzically. She's always been sensitive to changes in my demeanor. So I put on a smile and responded as Hoen Kiyoma.
問題ない。世界を支配する機関といかに対決するかについて少し思いを馳せていただけだ。昼間、有明で会おう。
待ってるね。
Mayuri didn't leave right away. She just stood there in front of the door, looking at me.
マユシーだったらいつでも何でも相談に乗るからね。
Oh man, this just hurts, guys. This really hurts.
マユリ。
じゃあ行ってきまーす。
Mayuri cheerfully flew out the door, suitcase in hand, like the white rabbit in Wonderland. The sound of her footsteps gradually faded away. Now alone, I took a deep breath. The time limit was 13 hours after that point in time. In those 13 hours, I was to return Lukako to manhood. I thought I had to change her back, but now...
オカリン。
A voice calls me back to the present. There's Mayuri dragging her suitcase. Daru isn't with her. She's probably upset. After all, I completely stood her up on the promise we made this morning.
来てくれたんだ。でもちょっと遅いよ。マユシーはずっと待ってたのにすごく寂しかったのです。
すまない。
I can't look Mayuri in the eye. As Mayuri was waiting in vain, I was making the worst possible decision for her. I chose to not turn Lukako back. I chose to not save Mayuri. No, let's not beat around the bush. I chose to let her die. It's not that I don't want to save her. I do. But I can't bring myself to make the necessary sacrifice.
ルカちゃんは？
来ていない。
また泣かせちゃったの？
いや。
My thoughts are a jumble. Her every word seems an accusation. Of course, I know that's not her intent. Even if she knew what I had done, this innocent childhood friend of mine doesn't have the bitter bone in her body. It's my guilty conscience changing Mayuri's words into swords stabbing straight through the heart. But even so, I can no longer change the past. I don't want to change it. So I have no other choice. No other choice but to accept the death this world so desires. If I were a normal man, I would have had to accept Mayuri's death whether I liked it or not. I wouldn't have been able to try to avert it. but by chance I acquired the power of a god. It allowed me to try again and again. If anything, I should be grateful for the opportunity I was given.
おかり
I can't let Mayuri sense my unease. She can always tell when there's something bothering me. 10 minutes left. I want her to spend them happy and carefree. That's the very least I can do for her. So I put on the mask of Ho and Kyoma, just as I did for Lukako.
案ずるなマユリ。俺とルカ子は至って順調。あの秋葉原の先森たる巫女とは強い縁で結ばれているのだ。そう、俺とルカ子は離れたくも離れられない運命なのだよ。そして今日、この俺の IQ170 を誇る灰色の脳細胞を持ってルカ子に笑顔を蘇らせた。あいつは言った。俺と一緒に修行ができて楽しかったとな。
As soon as those words leave my lips, I realize my mistake. That makes it sound like I broke my promise to Mayuri just so I could give Lukako a fun time alone, doesn't it? Well, I suppose that is what happened, but Mayuri didn't need to know that.
本当よかった
But Mayuri, innocent as she is, just gives me a happy, relieved smile.
じゃあオカリンとルカちゃんは別れたりすることもないんだね。
ああ、別れない。
Actually, our temporary relationship has already ended. That was our agreement. But I don't think I need to tell Mayuri that.
そっか、これでマユシーは安心してコミマに集中できるよ。
マユリは明日も参加するのか？
そうだよ、3日連続なの。
I shouldn't have asked. I fight the urge to check my phone. Last time I checked, it was about 7 p.m. I don't have the guts to check again. I don't want to watch the seconds tick down to Mayuri's death.
ダルくん遅いね。さっき電話したらまだ近くにいるって言ってたよ。
別に置いていってもいいんだがな。
もうちょっと待ってみようよ。
If that's what Mayuri wants, then I won't deny her. Besides, I don't want Mayuri's last moments to be on a crowded train or bus, but rather somewhere she can see the stars. Not that I have any right to choose her place of death.
ねえねえ、なんとかしてルカちゃんにコスプレしてもらえないかな。どうやって説得すればいいんだろうね。
Mayuri's mood is completely healed. Why is she so happy? Did she hear something pleasing somewhere in this conversation? Was it knowing that things are going well between me and Lukako? Or was it that I kept my promise to come here after all? I don't know. But seeing Mayuri's happy smile makes my heart ache.
ルカちゃんがキラリちゃんのコスプレしたらね、絶対似合うと思うんだ。ルカちゃんってね、マユシーがドキドキしちゃうくらい可愛いもん。世界中の人たちにね、ルカちゃんの可愛さを知ってもらいたいってオカリンも思うよね。あ、それともルカちゃんは自分だけのものって思ってるのかな。でもね、独り占めはダメだよ。マユシーだってルカちゃんにキュンキュンしたいよ。
別にマユリの好きにしたらいい。ルカ子は俺のものじゃないんだから。
そっか、よかった。それにね、ルカちゃんにコスプレしてもらいたい理由はもう一つあるんだよ。
Mayuri is awfully obsessed with Lukako today. Come to think of it, Mayuri has done nothing but talk about Lukako for these past 4 days ever since Lukako and I started dating.
ルカちゃんって普段おとなしいでしょ。あんまり自分の意見も言おうとしないし、コスプレするとね、普段の自分とは別の自分になれるんだよ。だからね、 最初は恥ずかしいかもしれないけど、ルカちゃんも一度やればきっと新しいルカちゃんを見つけられると思うんだ。そしたらね、今より積極的な性格になってね、もしかするとオカリンをお尻に敷いちゃうかもしれないよ。
She really does care for Lukako. And yet, I know that all of her hopes and dreams are in vain. Excuse me, guys. Suddenly, Mayuri falls silent. She looks up and raises one hand high above her head as if to catch the stars twinkling in the night sky. Stardust handshake.
星は見えるか？
You can see the stars more clearly in Ariake than in Akiba. If only the stars would answer her call. If only she could melt into their embrace. What salvation that would be. In the past, when she has reached for the sky, I have always pulled her back down to earth as if to keep her from floating away. But today, I don't dare. What does Mayuri think about when she reaches for the starry sky? I never asked her. Perhaps now's the time.
なあ、前より。
おーい、オカリン、マユシ。
Daru runs up to us, calling our names.
ああ、ダルくん、遅いよ。
あ、悪い悪い。いやー、戦利品の確認に手間取ったでござる。
Daru's backpack is filled to the brim. He's also carrying 5 paper bags illustrated with moe drawings. Such zeal.
じゃあ、帰ろっか。
Mayuri gets up to lead the way, and we start heading toward the train station. The direct shuttle bus to Akiba has already ended its service.
今日も暑くて死ぬかと思ったっつーの。コスプレ会場はどうだったん？
風が気持ちよかったよ。
まあ、マユシは自分でコスプレするわけじゃないしな。つうか、オカリンいつ来たん？なんか買った？
いや。
おやおや、なんか暗くね？彼女持ちのリア充のくせに、なぜにそんな顔してやがりますか？
Like those filthy normies.
オカリン？どうかし。
Mayuri's voice is abruptly cut short. Her suitcase falls to the ground with a thud. It's time. Mayuri presses her hands to the center of her chest. Are you kidding me? A heart attack? Her face contorts in pain. I see it happen in slow motion, frame by frame. Slowly, slowly, she starts to fall. It's so sudden. So sudden. And so I fail to catch her in time. Mayuri falls to the ground motionless.
マユシ？
I can't move. I can't breathe. Strangely, I feel no sorrow. All I feel is guilt. I knew this would happen. I could have prevented it. The one who killed Mayuri is me.
マユシ！どうしたんだよ！
Daru tosses his bags away and runs to Mayuri's side. He lifts her up and slaps her cheeks a bit. I keep watching as if I were merely a bystander.
息してない。何これ？なんだよこれ？
Someone call 911, please.
オカリン！マユシがなんか変だよ！
死んだんだ。
What could be the cause? Heart attack? She wasn't killed this time. That's a relief. At least Mayuri died in one piece. No, she didn't. She was a heart attack or a stroke or whatever.
死んだって。そんな嘘だろ？だって今の今まで普通に話してたし。おい、マユシ、起きろよ。ドッキリか？ドッキリだろ？僕を騙してどうしようってんだよ。
Even Mayuri wouldn't play that kind of joke. That would be terrible.
誰？
I put my hand on Daru's shoulder to calm him down.
マユリは死んだ。
Daru turns pale. His lips tremble as he looks at Mayuri's face in disbelief.
救急車を呼ぼう。
なんでこんな。つうか、お前なんでそんな平然とした顔してんだよ。死んだんだぞ。もう帰ってこないんだぞ。わかってんのか、オカリン。
I think this is the first time I've truly seen Daru so emotional and serious.
わかってる。
わかってるじゃなくてさ、マユシが息をしてないんだよ。なあ。
俺は見殺しにした。
は
I kneel excuse me. I kneel beside Mayuri.
俺はマユリを助けられなかった。
I reach out to Mayuri's motionless body.
いや違う。救わなかった。
I embrace her tightly.
見捨てたんだ。俺はマユリを。
I look up to the starry sky just as Mayuri always did. The tears don't come. Maybe I've gotten used to it. Or maybe it's because I'm not worthy to mourn her. What fills my heart is emptiness. I'm leaning against the wall, hugging both knees. I don't remember how long I've been here. How much time has passed since Mayuri's death? I didn't go to the vigil or to the funeral. How could I, when I'm the one who killed her? I don't want to see anything or anyone. Even breathing is hard now. And yet, I have no choice but to face this emptiness, this heart-rending guilt, and accept what I've done. That's my duty now. Someone pulls the curtain open. Light shines in from the lounge. A girl is standing there, silhouetted against the light. As soon as I realize who it is, I turn away and prepare to block out the noise.
岡部、もう3日もそうやってるけど、せめて何か食べたら。あんた、知ってたんでしょ？マユリが、あの日、死ぬこと。どうしてタイムリープしないの？あんたなら、マユリを助けるためにタイムリープマシンを使うこともためらわない。私はそう予測してた。そもそも漆原さんの性別を男にして IBN5100 を取り戻すっていう計画はどうなったの？あんたはマユリを助けるためにその計画を実行に移してた。なのになんで？いや、それとももしかしてあんたはすでに IBN5100 を取り戻して別の世界線へと移動した後とか？ここに残されているのは岡部倫太郎の残滓、あまり、そして世界はパラレルワールドとしてここではマユリが助からなかった未来が継続する。
IBN5100 は取り戻さなかった。
My voice is hoarse, perhaps because I haven't spoken in 3 days.
どういうこと？
ルカ子を男に戻すことは俺にはできなかった。だから運命を受け入れた。
No, that makes it sound like I wasn't responsible.
マユリを見殺しにした。
I hear Kurisu gasp. Why did I confess? It's not something I should confess so easily. It's like admitting to murder. It should have been a secret between Lukako and me. And yet, do I want to be blamed? Would that make me feel better? It hurts to live with this bottled up guilt. At this point, I'd welcome condemnation. Kurisu isn't the one to mince words. I'm sure she'll tell me exactly what a worthless human being I am. However,
ご飯食べる？
Kurisu betrays my expectations.
カップ麺でよければ作るけど。それとも何か買ってくる？
責めろよ。マユリを殺した俺に怒れよ。
怒りたい気持ちはあるけどやめとく。私がとやかく言う必要はないみたいだから。過去に戻って因果律をねじ曲げようとすることこそおこがましい行為なのかもしれないし。というより怒れるわけないよ。あんたは因果の輪から外れて存在として孤立してまでずっと一人で頑張ってきた。だからあんたの苦しみは誰にもわからないし、
This is why I like Kurisu a lot. She's so cool.
あんたの選択の意味は誰からも理解されない。そんなあんたを一度もタイムリープしてない私が責められるわけない。
なんでそんなに物分かりがいいんだ。
I clutch my knees.
物分かりがいいわけじゃない。あんたがタイムリープでマユリを助けようと決めたその時に誰からも分かってもらえないと覚悟したはず。だったらそれを甘んじて受けなさい。そうすればあんたは自分がしたことの意味について忘れることはないから。
No, she's not wrong about that either. So in other words, she's telling me to suffer on my own. What a cruel woman.
ただあんたはあんたが取った選択によって助けたもう一人の子について責任を取るべきよ。マユリは死んだわ。残念だけど、残念っていう言葉だけじゃ足りないぐらい悲しいけど、とにかくマユリはもういない。世界の収束、世界の意志には逆らえなかった。でもあの子は今も生きてる。あんたのおかげで女の子として生きてる。そしてあんたと同じように孤立して苦しんでると思う。あの子の苦しみを理解してあげられるのは共犯者である岡部だけでしょ。
共犯者。
I knew you would pull no punches, Makise Kurisu. Lukako's image floats through my mind. She used to be a guy, but now she's a girl, and she'll live as a girl from now on. I am the one who chose that future for Lukako. When I imagine her frail smile, I feel like spring has come to thaw the frozen soil of my heart. I can't bear to lose Lukako too. In that case, I know what I must do.
ありがとうクリス。お前と話せてよかった。
As I enter the courtyard, I can almost feel the heat slowly drain away. Beside the main building stands a large tree, its branches coated with vibrant leaves swaying in the gentle breeze. The shrine is cooler than the streets of Akihabara proper. Maybe it's because Kanda River is so close. As usual, the shrine is empty. I find myself standing before the offering box, gazing into the inner sanctum. I wonder if Lukako is home. Her family should be here too. How should I call for her? Just then, the wind suddenly lets up and the sound of rustling trees stops for a bit. In the silence, I hear someone sobbing. It sounds like it's coming from behind the main building. I slowly head toward the sound. Lukako is sitting on the grass, hugging her knees as she cries. Samidare is in her hands.
ルカ子。
岡部さ
Lukako looks at me with wet eyes, but immediately afterwards she buries her face into her knees. Then her shoulders start shaking once more.
ん、昨日まゆりちゃんの告別式に行ってきました。みんな泣いてました。まゆりちゃんって本当にたくさんの人から愛されてたんだなって。もちろん僕もまゆりちゃんのこと大好きでした。僕
かなり人見知りする性格だけど、まゆりちゃんは変わらずに明るく接してくれて、僕にとって一番大好きな友達だったんです。
I lost the words I was about to say. All I can do is sit silently next to Lukako.
なのにねえ岡部さん、僕たちどうして生きてるんでしょう。まゆりちゃんは死んじゃったのに、僕はこうして今も女の子のまま。
Now that she remembers being a guy, Lukako is beginning to have gender identity issues. I have no idea how that feels. Just as Kurisu said, Lukako is disconnected from causality too.
僕がこうして何も変わらずここにいるのってとてもいけないことのような気がするんです。
そんなことはない。
I try to cheer her up with those meaningless words, but Lukako shakes her head in denial.
岡部さん、なんとかまゆりちゃんを助ける方法ありませんか？
無理だ。
そんな。
Still crying, Lukako stands and pleads with me.
考えましょうよ。僕、まゆりちゃんが助かるためなら何だってします。まゆりちゃんから前に聞いたことがあります。岡部さんは時間を遡る装置を作ったって。
She talking about the time leak machine?
それを使えば。
無理なんだ。
時間を遡れば何か方法が。
方法はない。
I make that firm declaration with hung head and clenched fist.
残酷なことかもしれないが、俺たちはまゆりの死を受け入れて、それでも生きていくしかないんだよ。
諦めちゃダメですよ。どうして諦められるんですか？まゆりちゃんが亡くなって悲しくないんですか？
とにかく方法はないんだ。
嫌です。僕はまゆりちゃんに死んでほしくない。
ルカ子。
I grab her shoulders and look straight into her eyes.
俺がそう簡単に諦めたと思うか？
岡部さん、
あいつは俺にとっても大事な幼馴染だったんだ。諦められるわけがないだろう。考えたさ。死ぬほど考えて、もがいてもがいて、どんな手を使ってでも助けようとしたさ。時間だって一体何度遡ったと思ってるんだ。だが無理だった。世界はあいつの死を望んだ。俺がどれだけそれを回避しようとしても、そんな俺を嘲笑うかのように世界はまゆりを奪っていった。まゆりを助けるために他の人間の思いだって犠牲にした。傷つけてでもまゆりを助けるために俺はやってきた。だがそれも限界だ。もう無理なんだ。
No, there's something I can do. There's still things I can do to save Mayuri. But I chose none of them. Theoretically, it's not impossible. But it is impossible for me.
ごめんなさい。僕、岡部さんの気持ちちっとも考えてませんでした。だけど無理なはずないですよ。もう一つだけ
方法が残ってるじゃないですか。
Alright, everyone, I'm gonna end the video here for today. Thank you all for watching. I feel like of all the current paths we've taken so far, this one has to be the most tragic, if only because it's mainly about accepting the inevitable rather than trying to change it. But we'll continue on the next one, guys.